Hey guys, welcome to Drop Your Buffs, week number 7, merge week. I apologize that it's Monday already. I had to go out of town and I just didn't have my camera with me, so unfortunately I couldn't do this until today. But here I am. So let's talk the merge. Let's talk Survivor. Oh my god. So first of all, let me just say that I was really upset that Joe had to leave. Not because I like Joe, but because having Joe around would have meant that there had been a vote, and having a vote would have been even more exciting than what we saw. But, hopefully Joe's okay and that his leg doesn't fall off. I hate that happens, like, almost every season now that someone has to get Med-Evaced from an injury like that. But, that's life and that's Survivor, so sorry, Joe. See ya. So yeah, they merged, and it was 6 Tamir to 4 Jalapao, and Taj is like, we're just the Jala now, so it looked really bad for Jalapao, numbers wise. They looked like if Tamir had stayed together that they would have been gone forever, but that's not Survivor anymore. It flips way too much, and there was a lot more going on than just the 6 versus 4. There's that secret alliance of Brendan, Sierra, Steven, and Taj. And then there was a lot of other gameplay, interesting gameplay, particularly with Mr. Coach, who immediately after the merge latched on to JT as being an honest individual and a warrior. Coach is such a freak. He's like, we're warriors and all this, but like Coach doesn't really seem that strong and that much of a warrior. I thought he would actually be more strong and more of a fighter than he's shown so far. So I don't know if he's just not showing it or what, but Coach is a little sketch. But so he latched on to JT, which I thought was gonna happen. I didn't think that Tamir would stay together, but Coach latched on to JT pretty fast and said, if you get Steven, who Coach thinks is super smart and wants to compete mentally with or whatever, if you get Steven, I've got Tyson, and Tyson can get Debbie. That's a 5, and that's 5-5 right now. We can pull someone from Tamir like Aaron for a vote and then turn on everyone else. So I thought that was interesting that they don't trust Brendan at all, and I wouldn't either. He seems kind of shady. Like, he's really good looking, I'm not gonna lie. He seems pretty like competitive and super nice, but he seems like really shady just because he is like in the secret alliance and how he's like carrying himself about camp. He just does not seem someone you could trust. I don't know, but so I thought that was interesting that happened right away, and even keeping Joe around, that probably would have happened just so they could blindside Brendan, and then once Brendan's gone, that 5 could have just wiped everyone else out, starting with Joe. I thought it was interesting that Aaron and Joe really did keep their kind of alliance together that they'd formed that previous episode at Exile. Clearly they both realized that they are on the outs in both of their respective tribes. So I thought that was really interesting that they stuck together, and that they realized that one of the idols was gone, and that, Brendan probably had it, which is where Brendan got screwed, probably. I thought Tyson was really smart this week. I mean, he sees Brendan as being the biggest mental threat, so trying to blindside him was probably a really good idea. I think Steven is in this incredible position in the game, and hopefully it won't backfire on him. To have Steven be like wanted in all of the different alliances, like he's with JT, he's got the little 3 thing he did with JT and Taj, he's in the 4-way secret alliance with Brendan, Sierra, and Taj, and then now Coach wants him in his alliance. So like, Steven, if you can just keep your mouth shut and do the right thing, you are gonna go far, because no one seems to want to get rid of you. They all want to be with you. So if he can't put a target on his back and he can just keep playing the game like this, he's going to be one to beat. Another one I think is going to be one to beat is Debbie. She was a fighter in that challenge, going down to the final 2. So she's clearly not a giver-upper. Is that a word? And no one seems to want to get rid of her. She seems like she's super nice. Tyson's got her in his pocket. But it's really interesting to see her. I think she's kind of playing it like she's kind of the Tina from Australia of this season, and we haven't seen a woman like this in a while be in a position where they're just being pulled along by strong guys, but that has a really good chance of winning. I think of everyone that's left, I think Debbie has the biggest chance of winning at this point, which is funny because I was really awful about her at the beginning. I was like, boobs and whatever. But, you know, she's really surprised me. I think of everyone, she's surprised me the most in terms of what kind of player she is. So I'm excited to see what happens with her. As long as she can just keep her mouth shut and do what the others want from her, and then she needs to make a move. Otherwise, they're going to be like, you're just a follower, and they're not going to give her their vote. But if she can make a move somewhere that's smart, but not screw herself over, I think Debbie could take it all the way. I think Erin is in a decent position to make it to the 5. I don't know, like, she just seems really not well liked by other people. I don't know if anyone want to take her with them, but maybe they do because no one likes her. Take her to the final tribal and then have everyone vote against her. I don't know. She's in a really strange position. I think all the Jalapals, Taj's days are going to be numbered pretty soon. I just think she's a little too sketch for everyone at Timbira. They know that she's been up to something probably. I think JT, his number days are questionable, just because he is a fighter. If the Secret Alliance does, you know, get rolling on what they want, I mean, we'll see Coach out first and probably Tyson next, and JT will go after that if they can get their act together. Otherwise, JT could be in it for a while, just because I do see him turning it around and winning more immunities once they're a little less endurance based and a little more just running and jumping and stuff, because he's a strong guy. Who else do I want to talk about? Sierra is she just seems really dumb. I think no one really, I don't know why people don't like her, but I mean, I wouldn't like her probably. She just seems kind of not all there and dumb, and I don't see her lasting that long just because I think a lot of people don't really think she's that smart and stuff, but she is weak, so she's someone that you could keep around if you want to be able to beat later. But it's just like, I don't know, I don't really like her. I think she's kind of a few of the comments at the merge feast were probably jeopardizing of the Secret Alliance and exposing it a little bit. I don't know. It just seemed a little like, why are you saying that right now? But yeah, so who do I think is going to go next week? I mean, the preview showed that there's definitely going to be a struggle between Brendan and Coach. You know, I really don't know which way it's going to go. I think if Coach can get his act together and expose Brendan to the right people, without those people kind of revealing to Brendan that they're going to vote for him, I think Brendan could get screwed and get voted off, get blindsided. I could also see, Coach, I don't know if he'll go home. He just seems too weird and too crazy of a character to go home this early. I think he's going to make it a lot further, even though people hate him. Like, I don't really like him, but I just think he's too good to get voted out too soon, just as a character. So I think he's going to succeed. I think he's going to get Brendan next week, or someone's going to get caught up in the crossfire and go down instead, like Sierra. How they had, they were going to split the votes and she was going to be the next one if, Brendan didn't get it. So it is funny. We'll see, I guess. I think it is going to be a Timbira that goes down now, though. I mean, there's only 3 Jalapal left now because Joe's gone. But I think JT and Steven are pretty safe, and I think Brendan is more of a target than Taj at this point. So I think it's going to be Brendan, Coach, or Sierra. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know which one. It's probably going to go down between Brendan and Coach, and I think Brendan going to probably lose, but we'll see. What do you guys think? Again, I'm sorry that this is like, it just seems like every time I want to make a video, I have something else come up and I can't. So hopefully this week we'll get it out. We'll get it on Thursday or Friday morning at the latest, but I really apologize. It was kind of a last minute thing and I had to go out of town and I didn't even think of, drop your puffs or whatever, but whatevs. But yeah, I'll see you next time in just a couple of days now because it's already Monday, and we'll talk some more about this crazy strategy game that's going on, because it's just been nuts and it's just going to get crazier, because I think every alliance, just for the most part, is not going to be in place by the end of this. So, see you later!